Give me a second.
Okay.
Gotta find my thread. Need the right color. That look like that'd be okay, don't it?
Hmm.
You ain't look.
Just as usual, thinking about how having mixed freaking genes does weird things to you. Like this weird tuft of under the lip hair that doesn't grow evenly, and it's all wispy.
Well, I mean, how about all of a sudden the quick gray?
I don't go gray. I mean white, don't you? Or have single gray hair.
Oh no, this one's better.
Oh, looking for thread to go in there.
Mm-hmm.
None of that would even be necessary if the people who made the dang pants didn't screw up when they made that seam. When they joined that seam. But hey, could be worse. Could have been an actual tear instead of just
Could
a
be
seam
where
rip.
I can't fix it.
Yeah.
But that's not true. I can.
Yeah. My ratty wear around the house shirt with the old ancient faded out grease stains from forever ago that never will wash out no matter what I do. They just fade slowly. I figure one day, like after like years and years of washing the shirt, the stains will finally disappear. But it's probably because the shirt will be about ready to disappear.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you also start new reaction videos with another introduction. So, well, at least another hello to the audience. So, hey guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. It's Reverse BLT here, and I'm joined once again by my mom, Mother of Bacon.
Hi.
And we're watching The Expanse, Season 1. This is Episode 2, which name I can't remember. But
And I am also sewing.
Yeah, she's also sewing because
that's what I like to do.
So, Episode 2.
The name Davidson, Stephen Davidson.
The Big Empty.
Yeah, Episode 2 is called The Big Empty. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into it because after Episode 1, you really don't have enough information to really start speculating on what's happening yet. You know, Mom will just say that, you know, they shouldn't have answered that distress call, and that's basically about it.
That one guy shouldn't have answered that distress call.
His name is James Holden. And he's a quixotic hero.
This is my quest. I'm like that guy, that Spanish guy. You know, he fought the windmills.
Don Quixote?
No, that's not it. What's his name? The man of La Mancha.
Forgive my mom looking down a bunch. She's decided she's going to actually start sewing and stuff while we're doing this. So
I am a multitasker.
She's really not, but hopefully she'll be able to keep her eyes on what's actually happening here, and you know, I won't have to double back and explain a ton of stuff to her. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and start this Season 1, Episode 2 of The Expanse, entitled The Big Empty, or also known as The Plot Thickens.
Okay.
Sci-fi original. Not anymore, you're not. Previously on The Expanse, there was sex. And then the sex lady saying, obligated to check it out. And James Holden looking at stuff. And then there's Juliette Mao and a crack in the screen. And
she's still here on series. Detain her and ship her home.
Kidnap job. Yeah.
Holden will head up this rescue salvage.
So just for the record, guys, I don't want to be here right now.
I think he's the new captain in training. Literally now.
See now, fun fact. So we now know, of course.
Real never works fast.
Here we go.
If you could ever get your hands on one. It's a crucial part of the formula. Neutralizes acidity, adds body, balances pH.
Terrence explained this during the break.
Yeah.
Why she does that.
Because I forgot that this scene was
a
here.
Perfect cup of coffee.
What's your name?
Ade. I'm the new navigator.
She was navigating something in the last one.
Ha ha! Dangly parts.
Buckle up!
That's what you saw heading towards them at the end of the previous episode. Because this is real!
Yes, it is.
It's not fake sci-fi. So
just because you answer that distress call. Look how many people you killed. Wow.
Yep. Space is a extremely dangerous, terrifying place.
Now, wouldn't that be something if it just sucked her right on out?
Yeah, I was reading something where it's talking about like how it's
suck her right on out.
Explosive decompression, like you see in most movies, isn't really nearly as big
No.
a problem as you would think.
See, the things he went through because he answered that distress call. But you remind of another movie.
Well,
scary movie.
How dare you, sir?
But don't talk about a scary movie in the same breath as a great show like The Expanse.
Some people will agree a scary movie was kind of great. It was funny. But just wait till she tells them that you were the one to answer that distress call.
We still have scopes. Damn straight. Do not lose that ship.
Go get him.
Jesus, you're not. We're going after them.
Don't do it, Alex.
Uh-oh.
They just dusted 50 of our friends.
Oh, okay, 50.
Only 50?
Well, that makes sense, actually.
I'm telling you to go after that ship.
High technology.
So who are you?
They'll get away with this.
You shouldn't have answered that call. It's like bill collectors. If you don't recognize the number, leave it alone.
Get up. I'll do it myself.
We're not going anywhere.
No, she didn't. She gonna tell on you. She gonna tell on you now. See what you did? You should have stayed quiet. And they wouldn't have known.
Let's just take a deep breath here, people. All of you.
This is an important character trait of Holden.
Trying to stare her down.
This whole like need to pursue justice.
She got balls.
Because think about it. What was he going to do?
He didn't know.
Highly technologically advanced stealth ship that just blew up their main ship with 5 nuclear tipped
That's just
missiles.
it. He didn't know what he was gonna do. He was going out there on emotions and half cocked and gonna get the rest of the 5 people killed.
Why Russia exceeded? Why Russia exceeded?
No, it's gotta suck. You run out of water before you've actually managed to wash all the soap off you.
A lot of guys go through that when they shaving.
Are you sure about that?
Earth, Mars, the water shipment's not late. Go back. They're holding it back.
So you're pretty sure about that?
Water means life. 1 shipment late, you got protests. 2 shipments late, you got dead people in the street. And it's gonna get worse. Mark my words.
Mark his words. It's a conspiracy going
You
on.
notice that he pays people on the street to make sure that he knows what the scuttlebutt is.
I don't blame him.
Christ.
Person had 3 locks on their door.
He just broke the law.
I never broke the law.
No, that's why he used his security thing to open it.
He just broke the law.
I am the law.
This is Juliet Mao's place.
Oh,
It's
that's why
part
he
of his-
investigated
it's part of his
this.
purview.
How come he don't have nobody with him?
Father.
Because it's off the books, remember?
You know how many people go missing in America? And they going through all this trouble
Copy all file.
Copy all files.
for this diplomat's door. Why is that?
Messages.
Tried to give you the
Inquiring
best
minds
of
want
all
to know. We want to know.
and you choose to live like some filthy handmaid among the riffraff of the solar system. You have no intention of returning home. I'm forced to consider selling the Razorback.
The Razorback?
Okay, remember all those videos he saw of her celebrating and stuff?
Right.
Juliet Mao was a racer of high-class turbo ships, basically called pinnaces.
Right.
The Razorback was her
baby.
her racing ship.
If you want to take yourself
State-of-the-art,
seriously as an
very
adult, then why
expensive.
should I care about being your child? You want to sell the Razorback? Do it. You can't buy me off or control me anymore.
She mad at you, Dad. I don't know what you
hate
did.
about me the most is that I remind you of yourself.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Look, he's
she got plenty of water. And 97% clean.
No, it's just 97% of the ration. So she's still got almost a full ration of water.
And why she got all that water?
She has an electronic animal. That hamster is not real.
The rich people are getting away with everything up in space too. You know?
So this is number 2 in Earth government. So he's Christian's boss.
Is it true you had a doctor up on hooks for 20 hours?
Yes.
No peace with man, a terrorist.
The Secretary General.
He didn't want.
The Secretary General has publicly disavowed gravity torture. If you want to talk to that doctor, you put him in the tank.
So what do you make of
You
the
see
little
that
face
look?
that she made? But you notice how it was like partially proud? Or like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like just irritation, it was also like a little bit of pride.
She wanted to do that.
No, there's a reason for it that you'll see later.
I'm just a citizen of the belt.
No, I doubt that.
My people is your... I don't mean to make you afraid, madam.
Have I given you the impression that I'm afraid?
Then why waste your time on a meaningless courier like myself?
That is a good question.
There are places far worse than this. And I imagine there's a mother somewhere who'd love to see her boy again.
It's not so, madam. I understand. We all have our duty.
Don't forget, you have a child too.
So what did you think of that conversation? It was very civil, even though there was a lot of
We've got a dead radio and about
threatening, but still very civil.
Alex, how much burn do we have?
Chess.
I could guess maybe a third of the way to Ganymede Station, maybe.
The dead transponder would say space trash. What's wrong with the radio?
Well, it's cooked, and I'm guessing the antenna array up top has seen better days.
I'm gonna go outside, see what's what. I don't mean to be a bad news bull or anything, but airlock's done. The other door's gone.
And what about the ship?
You out of your tree?
We'll lose all oxygen in the cabin.
Everything depends on fixing that radio.
Wait, so let's just hold on for 1 second. We don't have to go outside. We're safe right now. We open those doors, we're done. The ship could crack apart. I'm telling you. If we open those doors, please just listen to me. Listen to me. If we go out there, we're gonna die. I'm not gonna.
Are you okay?
He's panicking.
Hey, you're in shock. You're in shock. You know the symptoms. You know the symptoms. Just breathe. Breathe. Deep. Breathe. Breathe.
You give him some of his drugs.
There, you chilled?
Usually that's when they almost lose an air.
When
they start getting like that.
Hypoxia, you'll start to sweat and get all, I think you get a little irritable, then you get sleepy.
That boy, run away.
And anyway, who they planning on contacting? They just got all the people killed.
They're hoping somebody will come along and answer a stress call just like they did. I know, ironic, huh?
Okay.
Also, if they're on the edge of the shipping lanes, eventually someone's going to pass them just because they're basically next to a highway. So hopefully they're just hoping that someone will pick them up.
Yeah, it must be.
So I'm looking because I'm like, you know, he probably thinking a whole bunch. I shouldn't have answered that distress call. He's trying to make it right. And he's not making it right. No, he's not trying to get some water.
Yeah, water.
You an hour ago.
Water. You notice it's water and not wine, right? That's how valuable water is out there. Some rich asshole.
A week ago,
Oh, no, he didn't.
those dead patches started appearing. My guess is the Griegas are stealing water again.
You seem sure it was Belters.
The criminals here tend to be.
Because they're the poor. Criminals tend to come from the poor.
You're new here, aren't you?
We'll get right on that, sir.
Maybe if everyone in Sirius had this view.
They'd respect you more.
Oh, that's right here, Earther. So he don't know how things are done.
He gave him a cactus.
Now you can make your own view.
Asshole.
I don't think he likes you.
That guy they were talking to, I'm pretty sure, is also an Earther. Because he's one of the rich people in the series. And most of the rich people in the series usually are Earth or Mars.
Oh, shit!
Dummy.
Oh boy. Good Belter always carry a spare. It comes from later. Someone says that. Good Belter always carry a spare.
It's probably because I lost a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's easy to
I don't
lose.
even know where you're from. We're gonna be space trash in a few hours. And you wanna start a friendship? You don't think we're gonna make it? What are you doing up here? Naomi told me to. So I am. As far as I'm concerned, she's the cat now.
Mm-hmm.
That is what hypoxia looks like. It's like being drunk.
Oh, he's having a hard time.
Alex.
Alex having a problem.
There you go, sugar.
You doing okay out there?
I'm doing as good as do on a morning full of sunshine.
No, you're not doing too good. He lying to you.
Ask me whether or not I should rip your helmet off and kick you off this bucket.
Oh,
And I
shit.
can't give you a reason why I should. Or shouldn't.
Are you thinking about it?
Except Naomi wouldn't like it.
You keep saying that. You like Naomi.
Could you pass me the drill?
Amos is a very interesting character.
Thank you.
Is he singing?
No, I think you're hearing.
You sound like a little grunt.
I think you're hearing Alex still.
Alex, what are you doing?
He grunting.
Bring it home, honey pie. One day and 2 hearts will be together. Just one trip together means sweetheart. Oh, don't be like that, sugar. Now listen, I'm coming home.
Uh-oh. What's wrong with you?
Alex.
Fred, what's wrong with him?
He's hypoxic. And his breathing's crapping out.
Damn it, how long can he hold on?
Not that long. Especially now.
Yeah, he just started vomiting. He's
We don't have
in
enough
bad shape.
oxygen to vent again. Shed, take care of him, do something.
He's starting to get to the end stages of it, starting to panic.
Look, help the man.
Okay, hold on, buddy. Listen, I'm hooking our breathers up. Okay, so we can share air.
That wouldn't be wise.
About the only option you got, though.
No, but.
Hold on, buddy. Come on.
I mean, granted, it means that he now has a lot less of a supply than he did before, but
right. Come on.
But he really just needs to stretch things out long enough for them to finish the work outside of the ship. So they can
the guy just lost a day on wrench.
Yeah, but like I said, Good Belter carried a spare.
Did you see anybody with a spare?
Amos probably had a spare. He knows that Amos didn't lose his mind about the fact he lost that wrench.
Wait a minute, see, we're not speculating here.
How's Alex doing?
He's hanging in there.
What does that mean?
He's hanging in there. Get over there. Hurry up.
You're trying to distract me.
Yeah.
So doctors do when you're in a situation like this. It's good bad for both of them. That's why you should always have spares. But hey,
well, they didn't expect to be.
No, of course not. But that's why you always have spares for the stuff you don't expect to happen.
Now would be a good time to fix whatever it is. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, it works. It works a lot. It's one of those phenomena that I don't think anybody has ever actually understood, but it does work in a lot of weird situations with computers. You hit them, and they suddenly work again. What's really weird is when it works on something that doesn't have moving parts. You know, like solid state stuff, you smack it and it starts working. Like, wait, why did that work? There's nothing in there to shake loose. Now they can restore oxygen. I said now they can restore oxygen. Now that they're back inside and they've got everything sealed up, they can restore the air from the tanks inside the ship. But not Alex, the doctor passed out. He's not breathing.
Might be okay.
Not everybody makes it in this show, just so you know.
And every show I watch with you, they're doing it.
Do you deny it?
Now you're down to 4 because somebody answered the call. But we won't say who. There we go. No, just take a moment.
Yeah. Reboot.
See, I didn't give up on it. You did. Now you're down to 4.
See Amos looking over at Naomi.
What the hell did you do to me?
He tried to resuscitate you.
So you gave up on him, I didn't.
If you do CPR right, you end up breaking a rib or taking a person.
Yeah, because of you.
You see Naomi looking at him, right?
Boy, she want to tell? Like, tell Naomi.
She's like, it's all your fault.
Well, of course. I'm saying it's all his fault. Everybody who watching saying it's all his fault.
Let the team here go another round.
We will forgive him later, but right now it's all his fault.
Unlike you, I have to grovel and promise and deliver to get reappointed.
This concerns me. How?
You're 2 heartbeats away from running the government on this planet. Yet you're accountable to no one. How does that happen?
Yeah, how's that?
Everything is not an OPA plot, and if Earth can't afford to...
I don't know, that might have been what destroyed them.
They can't.
You already said, right?
Unless they have found a new friend like Mars.
Cold War is a bloodless war.
If Earth can't afford to
and complete codependence,
develop stealth weapons, what makes you think a bunch of rock hoppers can't?
Least of all Mars.
Why not? That's always underestimate people.
The belt is much poorer than Earth, so he does have a point. But then we heard what she said, though. They can't unless they found a new benefactor like Mars.
I'm afraid of it.
Heaven help your enemies, Christian.
Bold move.
What did you guys do to Mars? You must have done something.
Mars was an Earth colony, just like you'd expect.
You worried.
The Cold War is over. This is something new.
Yes, it is. Reminds me of Babylon 5. Something new.
Reflection, surprise, terror for the future.
That's one of the reasons why I knew you'd like the show, because the political intrigue element, like Babylon 5.
This just keeps getting better and better.
Which I'm missing, by the way.
An hour of air for a radio that doesn't even work.
They brought it on Comet. 9 o'clock every night.
We're gonna need a shitload of power.
If it has a battery, a power pack, any charge capability, it goes into a car.
Well, like you said, Naomi the captain.
Nobody's moving.
I'm sorry, does anyone need a back rub first?
We're just gonna have to pray there's another Karen soon out there like our day. If you're not want that stupid distress call, you don't know what you're talking about. You want to keep your teeth in your mouth.
We're wasting it.
Go ahead and tell. It was him. Surprised people haven't figured it out yet.
Why would they?
I want to unburden your soul. Do it on your own time. On the remotest chance we get out of this alive. We have enough problems right now.
Without telling them that you the one answer.
Yes, sir.
But he acknowledging her as the captain too.
He said it kind of sarcastically, though.
That guy was telling you to go down. I'm just young. Jeez. Really? I hadn't realized that. Nice tan. Boss, let you wear your colors like that out in the open. The boss has one just like it.
You see the Miller just realize something from that conversation, right? You see his face?
Well, I want to know what the little
I
tattoo
told
means.
you, OPA, Outer Planets Alliance.
So
It's what Christian thinks that elder she's interrogating is part of. It's an organization that's supposed to be to help promote the well-being of the people in the belt, but Earth and Mars consider them to be a terrorist organization. Think of them as like the Palestinian Authority or Hamas.
Amateurs.
No, I don't want to think of them like that.
But that's kind of like what they are, where they see themselves as freedom fighters and working to make a better future for their people. The people outside of them see them as terrorists.
Probably would be believable if people weren't dying. Make a better future for the people.
Oh, I get what you're saying. But people always die in revolutions. Look at that dirty, muddy water they're drinking. See, this is what the guy was talking about. So these guys are stealing the water to feed the plants on that level.
Just so they have something to drink.
No, they want to sell it.
Oh, he was just drinking it.
Yeah, he's testing it. It's like, I mean, you know how it is. You always test your product, make sure it's good.
Don't get high on your own supply.
And he just spilled a bunch of it, trying to get away from Miller. He's probably literally, that bucket was probably worth several thousands of dollars. Or what they call script.
That's everything you got?
He's beating his own head up against the wall.
Pick all the pockets you want. Roll trunks. But when you mess with the water, that's when you're going down. Do what you gotta do.
Sound like a true
young punk. Doesn't know shit.
Uh-oh. He don't look nervous.
Yeah, he was. You saw that look on his face just now, didn't you?
Stay away from Aqua. Tell all your friends.
I did not see that.
What do you do, tag him?
Yeah. Like this. You see that coming? Yeah.
It's one thing that every new cop has to learn is that you don't bust everybody.
Nope.
There's been an incident on the
You
shuttle.
need some people.
Go on.
The prisoner, Haki Sabong, took his own life by avoiding the high-gravity injections from his crash couch. It appears he broke free of his restraints during the critical phase of the ascent when
She
the
killed
guards
him.
would be
No,
receiving
he
their
killed
own
himself.
injections.
She had sent him up to the moon for deeper interrogation.
Speak frankly, please.
Earth's gravity. We used it to hurt him. He threw it back in our face.
So, you mad at them for something?
That ship that attacked the can wasn't tucked behind an asteroid. It was hiding in plain sight.
Yep.
Stealth ship. Why would they nuke a civilian ship without warning? Because they can. You don't know what you're
not supposed to be there.
The hell are we tangled
The
up?
thing they found on the Scopuli was a state-of-the-art Martian transmitter.
Staying alive. We'll worry about Mars later. We got 3 hours to juice. Well, I guess all we gotta do now is pop a cold beer, wait to be rescued.
No. Dude, we've been watching 2 episodes of this. Now you see that is not the way it's going to be.
Now there's a girl I'm not going to forget anytime soon. Scopuli. Dumpy old transport. No cargo. Just this young lady and a few crew.
So the ship manifests with you and transponder logs, etc.
She in some kind of trouble?
Sure, it's nothing she can't handle.
He's a little too helpful.
You think there might be a conspiracy happening?
Who knows? I mean, with this show so
what you doing, Holden? What you staring at her for?
You know she gonna tell. He's scared.
Everybody's just sort of sitting there. Their own little ways of handling the tension. Well, Amos, I think, also is noticing condensation in places that shouldn't have condensation.
Alex?
Oh, so he's the mechanic.
Yeah. So Naomi.
I am learning, everyone.
Naomi's an engineer. Amos is mechanic.
Are they coming? Just waiting for the mouse pad.
Alex, pilot.
There's nobody gonna answer any more distress calls after what happened.
Well,
maybe not who you want.
They just got something.
Oh, maybe not who you want to answer.
New vectors received, so they were told to redirect their course.
But who answered the call?
Just 80,000 clicks. It's gonna be a hell of a close shave.
We'll make it.
They wouldn't be out there if you didn't answer the call.
What? What is it?
See Alex's face?
It's Mars.
Uh-oh. What's wrong with that?
The Damager.
Oh.
Flagship of the Martian Navy.
Oh. They scared of the Martian Navy?
Pay attention. Remember the transmitter they found that they took with them off the decoy ship was Martian. Remember? High-tech Martian. And Mars is known to have high-tech stealth technology. And the ship that they were that killed the Canterbury was a stealth ship.
But they wouldn't be there if Holden didn't answer the call.
And so now they send out a distress signal, and who notices the distress call in response to them?
They were already there.
It's freaking Martian. Not just a Martian ship, but a Martian battleship.
The flagship.
And not just any old Martian battleship. That's right, the flagship of their fleet.
And why are they out there?
Patrol, maybe?
Yeah, right. A flagship? Come on now.
Flagship patrols. The flagship is on rotation. No, it is. Flagships don't just sit and dock. Flagships are on rotation.
Flagships are out there for exactly what they're out there for.
No, flagships are
engagement.
Flagships are for looking at. They're symbols. You know what I mean?
Which means they're normally in.
That's who you got the cactus for. Remember the hooker from the first episode?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that?
I didn't know you knew her like that.
Did you see how the water bent or the alcohol bent as it went to the cup? That's because of the spin rotation. Remember I was telling you how the series has gravity because it's spinning? So you have to take that into account when you pour a drink because it'll spin with the rotation. So it's not going to pour like it does here on Earth. So now he's going through this dating thing that Julie was signed up for, looking for clues. Like he's basically hacked into her account. So she accepted a date with this guy.
Why?
God, no.
Yeah, that's what I said. Why?
You sure know how to pick them.
No, it had to be a reason. Why did it look like her?
Your last arrows yet?
No,
You favor her a lot.
If you say so.
Because mixed people tend to look a little bit alike, even no matter really what they're mixed with. You know what I'm saying?
I think a rich girl like her would have had that birthmark.
That's right.
Birthmark, her parents.
It's a woman's thing.
That's a scar. I think she wanted it fixed.
A reminder.
What is it?
Oh, it's a badge of defiance. Against everything she's supposed to be.
I need you to try these on. You need to see the bottom.
No, we can do that after the episode. We're not going to be doing that in the middle of the reaction.
Why not? We're doing all sorts of stuff.
You gotta think
See, we do all sorts of things. You know, we are multitasking people.
There's no such thing as multitasking.
Look, that's what I said.
Ones know what happened as a kid. We get on that ship and chances are we're never coming out.
Huh?
Unless.
Unless what?
What are you doing?
Buying us insurance.
Exotic hero.
My name is James Holden, speaking for the 5 survivors of the Canterbury. Our ship was destroyed answering a bogus SOS from a ship called the Scapuli.
We recovered a false beacon identified as Martian naval technology. It was a trap. Are you about to be taken aboard the
Uh-oh.
Alex, shut me down.
Lock us out. Lock us out.
We intend to cooperate. Folks, this means we won't be harmed.
Should I smoke them?
Hey, somebody's planning on shooting you. You better hope Naomi don't say shoot you.
Any such action will only confirm that the Canterbury was destroyed by Mars. just needs to reach one ship, one station, then they'll spread. Don't count on it. The jammers were in range.
Yeah, I love this shot. Nice little for scale kind of thing.
They just pulled in their little ship. Look, they just gonna grab onto the claw.
And I think they grabbed them a little rougher than they needed to because of that message.
What, they gonna drop them?
How do you drop
They gonna
something
take
in
them
space?
in. They gonna take them in and then drop them. Oh, I was wrong. I would have.
How? They're in space.
Well, they've done a whole bunch of other stuff in space.
How do you drop? How do you just? You know, there's no down in space, right?
They've done a lot of other things and they in space. Oh shit.
You are prisoners of the Mars Congressional Republic. Move and you die.
Don't breathe.
So, what do you think of episode 2?
Holden is still stupid.
Any theory? Any updated theories about what's going on, or
no?
Still not enough info.
No, it's a lot of information.
Right.
My mind is always moving.
Like
You know that. You know that. I mean, I pay attention to what happened in the first episode. I just saw him make a fool of himself again in the second episode.
So what do you think will be the result of sending out that message? Do you think that because here's the thing to think about, the Donagers, they were inside the Donagers jamming range, but that didn't necessarily mean that the Donager had its jammers active.
I think that it was premature.
What do you think might be the result of it if it got out?
A war. I think it was premature.
A war between whom?
Whoever, the Earth people and the Martian people.
Why would Earth go to war over this?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure this out.
The Canterbury was a ship that was basically servicing the belt. Now, granted, though, it was going to Ceres, and Ceres is under Earth jurisdiction. So maybe that could spark a war between Earth and Mars.
Well, there seem to be some underlying problems, just like
if
you look at America.
There's tensions between.
There's some underlying problems.
There's tensions between Earth and Mars, definitely.
And
the belts are usually caught in the middle because they're too weak to really stand up against either force.
I think we think they're weak.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Do you think the OPA has got some stuff up their sleeves that nobody knows about?
You know, I'm trying to remember the show. There was a line in a show, and
don't mind me picking my eyes out there, YouTube. It's just
well, I done picked all sorts of things.
That sounded dirty.
Yeah, I done picked my hair, and I picked my eyes.
I don't think anybody cares about you picking your hair.
I picked my eyes. I started to pick my teeth, but I couldn't find my daggone
toothpicks. I got them in that drawer right there. But please don't do that on camera.
I was thinking about why. I mean, I figure we're inviting them. I figure we're inviting them into.
Yeah, they really are.
Watching.
They really are being invited into it.
My normal watching something with you.
Okay, well that's true.
Usually they have to sit and watch me eat. They have to sit and watch.
Usually they have to. This is like the first time you.
Well, no, but I'm saying if
you mean usually I have to sit.
Well, I'm saying that if they were, if this was a normal, where we both were sitting together and watching something, I do all sorts of things while we're watching it.
That's true.
So
anyway, so you were saying, so it reminds you of a show or whatever.
But there was a show where, usually I can't remember the line and I can't remember the show. It's going to come to me, I'm sure. But when I think about the Belters, why would anybody want them to think they're strong?
Well, I mean, there are things that come along with being strong. Remember, like, why did India and Pakistan want nuclear weapons?
Well, no, I am sure that, there are things that come.
Being strong makes you an equal. People have to take you seriously. As long as the belt, no, I'm serious. As long as the belt is seen as weak and ineffectual and fractured into different factions and all this stuff, who takes them seriously? Why would Earth or Mars give a crap what the belt says, or what the people at the belt say if they're small and weak and easily?
Wasn't the guy that took his life a belter? Did you hear? You remember his dialogue with her?
He threw it back in her face. Like, this thing you used to hurt me, I just used to hurt myself. You can't hurt me with it.
What did her response to him imply? That he is very well versed. He's a very good adversary.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, she recognized that she had underestimated him on a certain level.
And I guess that's my whole thing with the belt.
She is thinking about what the implications might be for the rest
That
of
is
the
my whole thing with
one thing you'll appreciate with Ava Sarala, she is very, very astute.
Of course she is.
She's a very shrewd woman. And so
remember what the guy said.
Everything I don't understand. She calculates. It goes into her calculations.
Well, he said, I don't understand how you don't need approval or appointment to do certain things.
No, he was saying she has no accountability.
None at all.
Yeah.
So
and she was also never elected. Like, so she's number 3 in the entire government, has never been elected to anything. So and that's impressive. How did she rise to that level?
Exactly. How would that happen?
Never elected. Either not accountable to anybody. Almost impossible to get rid of.
Well, either something is on people, blackmail, where no one's going to question you, things like that. It gives you a lot of questions, but I say don't underestimate the belters.
I would say that's.
And I would say that if anyone, and I believe what they just did with the Holden had made 2 mistakes. He answered the distress call. Mm-hmm. That was number 1. They got all the other people destroyed. Now there's only 5 of them. Mm-hmm. And it was almost 4.
Yep. Shed.
So it was almost 4.
Shed almost bit it.
So all of a sudden, the Martian, well, I guess you could say their grand ship.
No, their
ceremonial ship.
No, don't get me wrong. The Doniger
is it's a warship.
Yeah, it's a
warship. No, but
it's no longer state of the art.
No, but usually
your flagship isn't going to usually be a weak ship. It's
one
of their more powerful ships.
Think about it for a minute. Usually,
I put them on flagship, the Constitution.
Well, I put it on the same. No, I'm thinking as far as think about the Marine Corps. Mm-hmm. They're banned.
Okay.
They are the elite. They've been in movies.
I get what you're thinking of. Yeah, okay, but that's a different type of ceremony.
It's like
you know what I mean?
It's like a retired. It's like a retired.
But it's not.
Ship.
When you're dealing with actual naval fleets, the flagship is a ship in service typically.
It's a ship in service, but it's usually ceremonial.
It's the ship that ceremonially carries the banner of the fleet, but it still is an active duty vessel that's actually out there. It's an active duty,
out of date vessel usually.
Well, it's usually state of the art at some point, but
it's one of those ones.
The Doniger was state of the art at one point.
I'm sure at one time,
but it is aging at this point. But it's not super out of date.
But see, it's there are more advanced ships though. It was one of the best ships that came out at its time.
Yeah.
So.
And it's the name of an entire class, so it's like there are a whole bunch of other ships based on it. So it's the Doniger class, but it is the original, the Doniger.
But just the fact that this guy just sent out a distress signal.
And it just happened to be picked
up. And everybody's having a problem. There's tension in the air in regards to Mars.
Yeah, Mars and Earth, yeah.
So, if you jump the gun with a message like that, just like you jumped the gun to answer the distress.
Like I said, quick-sighted hero.
I think I'm going in the right direction when I'm thinking about his character.
Holden's Don Quixote. He basically he sees some windmills in the distance that he needs to rescue a princess from.
But what he needed to do was he needed a little bit more information before he decided to send that distress call. Now I may be wrong. But
here's the thing.
This is where I believe it's going.
Regardless of what's actually happening, I would agree with the statement that
Oh, excuse
Holden
me, I dropped my thread, people.
needed a little more information before making that call. So I'll agree with you there, regardless of what's actually occurring, or regardless of how right or wrong he might be. I think he still definitely needed more information before making the call he made. And, you know,
He jumped the gun with that one.
There may be consequences.
I don't think there may be consequences. I think there will be consequences.
So next episode, we're going to get a little bit of a look at Mars, or at least not Mars the planet, but Mars the faction, because that's what's been missing so far. We've seen the belt, we've seen Earth. Now we're going to get our first look a little bit at Mars.
Well, I think there will be consequences for this call that he just made. Now, mark my word, people.
All right.
So
well,
you heard it from me first.
Yeah, you heard it from her first, guys. That's her prediction. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it on this episode. We're gonna see you guys on the next one, and peace out. Say bye, Mom. Bye bye.
Bye, Mom.